Hey guys, Jarek here, and Komodo's back for some more Black Ops 2. This time we're going to be doing some arms race on the map Hydro. I'm going to be using the Type 25, no primary gunfighter this time, just pure gun with 2 attachments, quick draw handle, and a suppressor with a secondary of Attack 45. Using the Perk 3 Greed wildcard, my perks are Hardline, Scavenger, Engineer, and Dexterity. As well as using a Black Hat because I love using this thing. I hate having to fill up a slot for it, but it's just way too useful to use. If you're someone like me that's kind of a score streak whore, then you're definitely going to want to use it because it can add like 3-4 kills. That's 4 less people you need to put in the way of your gun.
I had never actually thought about it like that. I just kind of thought it was a neat little thing to use, throughout the match to kind of take a little bit of an advantage over your enemies.
I just like using it for, actually there's a huge amount of reasons to use it. The main one is, you get extra points, and that you can just hack people's equipment, and then, now it's yours, and now they're going to die from it. And also, there's a guy down there. Note that. I run away from him momentarily, but more on that in a second. But really, one of the biggest advantages to running with the Black Hat is that whenever the enemy throws out a UAV, if you're someone like me that you can't die, you want to get your highest kill streaks, it's very, very useful to be a counter UAV type thing. They might know where you are momentarily until you get rid of it, and there's a big risk of putting that out there, and I don't know why I ran right back in front of this guy's bullets. Apparently he didn't move. But yeah, it's a big risk when you're hacking the UAV, but it's better to try to get rid of it while you can. Because they're just going to kill you anyway. They're going to know where you are.
And see, that's why you need people like me around. I like to support and shoot down UAVs and throw out my own, stuff like that. Also, oblivious people. You just killed one of them right there.
I thought he was my teammate until I noticed his name was Red. But in his case, I'm pretty sure he just was looking into the room and seeing bullets flying in 2 different directions and just looked one direction hoping that the enemy was over there instead. And of course, whenever you do that, you always look the wrong way. I know this because I do that a lot. I just assume maybe it's this way. Maybe the enemy's on that side. Nope. Looking at my teammate. Fuck.
Me being as jumpy as I am, I shoot anyone, so it's all fair game. It's probably why I don't play hardcore anything.
I honestly kind of wish they would change the way you know that it's your teammate. Because there's a lot of cases in this game where I'm looking at an enemy, but my teammate is standing behind the enemy, and I can't tell that's an enemy because I still see a green name. So, a lot of rage comes from that. Honestly, the one thing I can see them actually doing to completely solve this is to have your teammates kind of have like a green outline around them, not throughout like the whole map. Like you can't see your teammate from the whole map. You can still see him on the map, mini-map in the top left. But just whenever you're within distance or whenever they're basically not behind a wall, you can kind of have them glow green instead of show their name. That would stop the confusion of an enemy standing in front of your teammate.
And that, for some reason, makes me think of Left 4 Dead. Wow.
Hey, being lucky. So I want to bring something up. Not much more to talk about here, just regular Call of Duty gameplay. I'm not entirely impressed with this gameplay. I was doing okay, and I ended up getting my kill streaks and couldn't find any enemies. I was being real kind of reclusive once I did that and being real careful. So I want to talk about something else just to kind of keep the commentary going throughout the video and try to make it less, I guess, bland. Because, I mean, when you're watching gameplay videos, you expect people to kind of talk about the game, but at the same time, you can talk about the game too much and get completely burnt out on it and then just kind of not really have any motivation to keep watching those videos. So I'm going to start doing things where basically just ask a question below to try to keep commentary flowing. I did that on Facebook earlier, and I got a few questions from other people. And keep in mind, these questions are... One, I have a very big Airsoft channel, so try not to ask Airsoft questions. I'm pretty much going to ignore any Airsoft questions because it gets very, very... you just get really burnt out whenever people are asking Airsoft questions, like especially the "what gun should I get" question. I swear, if I had to answer that one more time, I'm going to kill myself. I just have to answer it way too much. It gets very, very annoying. Basically, you get to the point where it's like, now I'm repeating myself. Now I just don't even want to talk about this subject. But yeah, questions. Just random questions about anything. Could be about music, could be about sports, could be about other video games. Doesn't really matter. And I got a few, like, for instance, someone asked me over on Facebook, do you like Iron Maiden or Judas Priest? Which... One, I don't see a reason I need to choose between them. I mean, you can like both of them. They're both really old metal bands that kind of helped kickstart metal, if you will. But honestly, my response to that is almost... I don't want to say neither, but kind of neither. I really respect both bands. They're kind of like the 4 godfathers of metal, if you will. But the vocals in both of them kind of throw me off a little bit. I really respect the music. It's just not something that the vocals just kind of annoy me.
Now, I'll chime in here. I've never heard Iron Maiden, so I can't really give a full opinion on that. But small shout out to my friend Raquel. She's the one that actually got me into Judas Priest, and I absolutely love their music.
I love the music itself. Like, I absolutely respect them, 100% respect, and nothing else. Like, there's really nothing more to say about it. Yeah, it's just the vocals really throw me off. Like, I do like that style of metal in general, though. I prefer older 80s style metal, like thrash metal or just Black Sabbath or anything like that. That's more, actual music and not just growling into a mic and flailing on instruments and then thinking that you're brutal.
Hell, before you even called me in here, I was actually listening to Painkiller.
And that's a song that I actually like. So, I mean, those are two bands that I really respect, but they're not two that I really listen to religiously. If you're talking about bands I listen to a lot, it's definitely going to go along the lines of stuff like Megadeth. Something that's pure kind of 80s thrash, Bay Area thrash.
I like that last kill. I gotta give you props for that.
I was looking around for him. I didn't know where he was. I just saw him on the radar and just went, where the hell is he? A little bit of lag on the final kill cam. Whatever, it's all good. I don't know why he was throwing EMP. He had nowhere else to go, though, to be fair. The swarm was out and he just spawned, so where's he going to go? So I went 34-5. Died a little bit too much for my own taste, but pretty decent game. Good enough to upload. Hope you enjoyed it, and later.